and today we are going to learn about path parameters. So path parameters are dynamic values that are part of the URL path. So we are going to implement that in the code. Let's see what that means. So in the code, in previous uh, video we have seen how we can run our first FastAPI. Now to keep things separate, we are creating the folder. The folder name will be like API. Okay, so in that API folder, what we will be doing, we will be creating separate files for separate topics. So as we are creating this topic for the path parameters, then that file name will be path parameters. Okay. And this is, I think, parameters. Now what we can do is that we'll be using API router because to route our API in the different file. Then like in the big project we don't use routers in the single file, so that's why we are using API routers so that we can easily get access of that API in different file. So API router help us to separate APIs by features. So let's create from fast API import. Here we are importing API router, and then what we can do is that we have to create the instance of that API router. Router is equal to API router. Then using that router we can create the API. So router dot get, and the API name will be path param. And how we can pass path param is that in the curly bracket we pass the path param. So that is the passing param ID. We can create under root we have to create the functions. So now we will be using async. This is not mandatory, but still this is the feature of the fast API, so we will be using that. Path underscore param, or else definition name will be anything. We can say get item is equal to whatever path parameter we have passed, that same name we can pass here as a parameter. Path, sorry, param ID. Then we can return that param ID. like this. So we have created the API, but to access this API, we need to get connection with the main API, main instance. So what we will do, we will be doing here import. We will be importing that path parameters from FastAPI. So sorry, it will be API dot param import, or else we can import here, import path parameters. And after that, what we can do, we have already created the app instance, FastAPI instance. So we will be passing that in the app dot include router. So we have to create include router, then path parameter dot router, and the tag we are providing path parameters, so that we can see the parameters in the Swagger UI in the documentation. So let's run this. Let's save this. So it's reloading, as we had mentioned the reload in our previous, or if else you want to run it again, I'm just closing this and running it again. Icon main app slash hyphen reload. So it will start server again, and we can see our server here, and here we can see our get API. Using this get API we can see or pass the parameter. So whatever the parameter we will be passing, that should be in our response. So this is uh, if I pass any number, let's say 10, then it should provide me that number. Okay, so this has given me the number in the response. Okay, and if I pass any string, that could be hello, then that should be given. Okay, so this is how the path parameter works. And if we have to pass if we have to pass like which kind of data type we want in the path parameter, then we also can mention that, like mm, 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 at the rate router dot get path param with type then param id, and I just want integer type, then that type we can mention over here int. Okay, so this is how you can mention the which type of data type you want as a parameter. So what return id is equal to, that will be param id. Okay, so let's see, let's run this. Now it should provide us two APIs. Okay, reload this one. Okay, here is the new API we have created. If we pass any string, then it should give the error, because we are expecting the integer data type. See, let's correct the following validation error and try again. So that's the beauty of the FastAPI, because it doesn't want any integer, it doesn't want any other data type, it just want integer, because we have mentioned there. So we will be passing 2, then it should provide the response. Here we can see the response is correct. And if we have to pass any string value, then we just have to mention over here. Whatever data type you have to pass, you just have to mention over here. So this is how path parameter works in FastAPI, and this is how we can mention path parameter in the FastAPI. You also can see about this in the documentation. This has given all things. Uh, you can check out this documentation. This is very user friendly, and anyone can understand this documentation. Yeah, it is well written documentation. Okay, I think this is enough for path parameter tutorial. So now we can stop here, and we'll be coming with the different topic in the next video. Thank you.